what is some of the biggest value that you think data science can deliver to businesses that you've worked with?
Yeah, I think the biggest value we've seen is typically around like distilling. Anytime you have a lot of data and there's a manual process involved with distilling it down into something that needs to happen, that's where we have the biggest, I think, impact.
Mm.
So it sounds obvious, but you'd be amazed. Like there's a lot of clients that'll come to us think they need machine learning for something, or think they need, this uh, fancy visualization or dashboard, when really they just need a little bit of automation
Mm.
and the answer put in front of them. So, for example, the Biogen the drug manufacturing work we did, there is a process when drugs are manufactured, and it's a very expensive, very time-consuming process. And you have, you can imagine it just as pieces that go into the recipe to make the drugs. If one of those lots or pieces is contaminated, or if something is wrong, it goes through every step, and it forms a new a new sort of combination of recipe, or a piece in that recipe, and then it forms another one, and you have this kind of tree that goes from beginning to end. You've got a lot of things to check, and you've got to figure out when did the contamination come in and what else is
Mm.
affected downstream. So they were doing this highly manually, pulling data from SQL, putting like 5-10 people on it. It would take them months and months they'd have to shut down drug manufacturing and find the culprit, and then, resume. So,
And that sounds incredibly expensive as well, to shut down manufacturing,
yes,
right?
exactly. And this is a common problem. This is, across all, pharmaceutical companies, they have this issue. So we built something that allows them to search that data. It pulls up basically a tree. It builds a network diagram, and you can keep walking through it and get to it. It essentially is a guided kind of user exploration tool. And at the end of the day, we cut down from that 5-person team 6 months to 1 or 2 people in a week to find that problem.
Amazing.
And so that's, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not
Yep.
millions of savings, just from, this shiny app that we
Yeah.
built in collaboration with a scientist there, who was awesome. He was very good at just like coming to us with initial requirements and mock-ups, and we iterated really fast with him.
Amazing. So one thing I'm hearing here is that people may want machine learning, AI, all of these types of things, but a lot of the time, if people are doing stuff manually and spreadsheets and like passing things along via emails and that type of stuff, that there's a lot of low-hanging fruit in terms of automating these kind of rote, repeatable tasks, and that's where a lot of the value can come in.
Yes, automating it and then presenting it in a way that's easily digestible quickly. So I'm like, oh, I know what I need to do. Bubble it up to me, because I don't want to sit around clicking around a dashboard and be overwhelmed with a million things to look at.
So this is really interesting, because people used to do this bubble up, I suppose. I mean, I don't particularly like the term insights, but I'm a bit feeling it's Saturday morning and it's 9:30. So, but people used to deliver insights in PowerPoint presentations, and now we're able to deliver it in interactive dashboards. And that seems almost like a paradigm shift, right? In a lot of ways.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was actually part of the thing that got me to start my company. Was I saw these vendors coming in charging, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and all they would deliver was a PowerPoint. And I thought, well, I could do better than this,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, and for less, we're small, we're a startup, so we'll be scrappy. We'll do way better than these, I don't want to name the big 4 consulting firms, but we could do better than them.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. Yeah, and PowerPoint's not the terrible either. Like when you're I like to use it when I'm iterating over just the results so far, the progress to date. But ultimately, I'm going to deliver you something that's living, that you can use moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely.